Hello again, Barefoot Ginger here. I am going to work on some of these. So what I've been doing is I have been caking up some remnants. This is what's left over of my latest project. And then I also got some yarn from a grab bag at a thrift store that came in a bag like this. And it came looking kind of like this hot mess, right? How many of us have been in this situation? I'm going to do my best. This is that, I think it's that Lion Brand Homespun. It looks like it, but I'm also going to show you how I handle and how I label yarn I get that has no ball bands on it. So I have that one, and then this one also came in it. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to save this one. It's kind of fuzzy. Not like, I mean, it's really soft and squishy. But it looks like it's been sitting for a while. It has bits of stuff in it. This also came from the grab bag. So this one, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then this one is interesting. Somebody tried caking it up, and by and large, they did a good job. I think it's also that same Lion Brand Homespun. They put it around a pool noodle. And I'm imagining they just put the pool noodle on this. But there's really no way for me to do a center pole. Yeah, if you look down in the middle, they punched a hole. See that little thing in there? That's a bit of yarn. And I think they punched a hole in the pool noodle to secure it. I probably won't use this simply because it's really hard to crochet for me when it's not a center pole. So those two are iffy. The rest of these, this was already caked up. This is all something, all of these came in this grab bag. This came in the grab bag as well. And I caked it up. I think it's Lion Brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I'm not sure. I've never crocheted with this before. There is enough maybe to do something. I don't know. That's the problem when you buy a grab bag. You never know. This was something that I just did. I like to save the ball band, and when I'm done with the project, I just pull that tape off. After I've recaked it, there's my little string for the center pole, and I just retape it. So I still know what this is. Comfy Cotton Blend. There is enough for me to do something like a small scarf, or use it with another project holding two strands together or something. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. I have a blank piece of paper and a pen. Now this one is mine, so I know what this one is. I just caked this. This is leftover Lion Brand Mandala. This is one, a little bit that I had left over from a shawl I made. It's also Lion Brand Softy Baby. This is Lion Brand Premier Cotton. And I think, I don't remember this one, I think this is Caron. It's got sparkles in it. Caron Super Soft Sparkles, I think. I'm not sure. So that one I'm not going to label. Now you're asking me, Barefoot Ginger, why would you save all of these tiny little balls? And I'll show you. See, and then this also came, let me put this down. These tiny little things also came in the grab bags. And honestly, even if I were to use these as like a scrap buster, I'm going to do a scrap buster with this. I'm not sure that these are enough because you have to tie on and crochet and then have enough to tie on another, and I'm just not sure that that tiny little amount is worth it. So I'm not sure about that. This is a project I'm working on, another Comfy Cotton Blend. This is one of my works in project. I'm going to show that in a different video. This is something that I'm going to make into a tutorial. It's just a cute little ear warmer headband kind of thing for cool weather. And I don't know what this one is. This is just a sample swatch I was making to see how the yarn crocheted up. That's what really important when you're doing these. So all of these here also came in the grab bag. And so what I want to do right now is, this one was already caked up when I got it. I didn't cake this one up. So this was a sample swatch. I'm gonna probably frog that and put that back in the ball. So let me clear off some space and I'll be right back and show you what I'm working on right now. Okay, so I've just put all of those in just a zip top bag, and I'm going to store those in my crochet cabinet. And then what I did with this one was I just got a piece of paper and a pen, and I just made my own ball band because I know what this one is. So just put all of those, because that's going to be, they're all similar colors except for these two. All of these could be, well, this is a cotton and this is a cotton, so these two and this is a cotton. Potentially these three could be used together for a scrap buster project. You know, a lap throw. Well, I don't have enough, I think, for a throw, but I might have enough for something else, like, I don't know, you know, ear warmers. I might just do ear warmers with all of these. These are chunky yarns, and so these would be pretty for like a nice thick chunky ear warmer. So I'm going to set that aside. So I thought what I would do is, and then I just cut up a bunch of paper. You don't have to get fancy. Just scissors and tape and a pen for your homemade ball bands, because really it's yours. Don't go out and buy anything fancy because it's not worth it. It's just designed to be simple. Okay, that one I'm going to deal with last. So I'm going to cake this. I have no idea what this is. If I had to guess, it's shiny and soft, and I think it's either a 2 or a 3. I'm going to kick it up, and it's hard to see, but right there is a knot. So I'm just going to cut that knot off, because you do not want to start your sewing project with knots. So I am going to cake this. Anyone who has used one of these before, I'm not going to do a tutorial right now, because I'm just going to start caking it. So stick it in there. And then since it's in a ball, I've discovered this. I had recruited my husband to help me with this the other day. Put this in a bag on the table. Otherwise that ball of yarn is going to bounce all over your lap and your floor, and it's going to be really hard to work with. So just start spinning that. See, we've got that tail trapped, and just start spinning it. See, and that's going to be so much easier to crochet with. All right, I'll meet you back when this is done. Okay, so I finished that one up, and you can see that is going to be the center pull tab. So then this one, since I don't know what it is, I am going to, this ball band is not big enough. So I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to put it in another bag. I'm just going to put it in this bag after I'm done. So this one, see how much easier that is to use, you guys. Just trust me, you're going to want one of these. This is a Stanwood yarn ball winder, and I got it on Amazon. You're going to want to make this part of your investment. See, then I just pull that up and I just kind of lay it on the top. So that's going to get set there, and I'm just going to keep doing this with these other two small. So this one is a lot smaller. I'm just going to keep doing this with these other two, and I'm going to put them in the same bag that I got them in. No reason to waste a zip top bag, right? So I'm going to work on these other two. I am probably not going to deal with that one today. So I will meet you back when these two are done, and I will kind of wrap up my scrap, my yarn stash organization in just a minute. So see, I've got that started. It's actually, once you get the hang of this, it's really easy to just start cranking and just kind of get in the groove. All right, be right back. Okay, so I got the third one all done. I'm just going to pull that off. And then I'm going to use this bag. And you know what? I was looking at these 3 colors, and that would be pretty to make something with. And when you're doing a project like this with donated or scrap yarn, you want to make sure that if you're doing like a color trio, that you keep in mind the amount of yarn you have. Together, I think this makes a whole skein. Obviously, this one would be the main color because it's bigger. I don't know how much that is. I think that's probably 300 yards, maybe. And then these 2 would be the accent colors. So I might make stripes. I'd start with this being the body and then use these as stripes or some sort of other accent. But I actually think that would be really pretty to do as Scrap Buster project on those. So this is what I have in the way of my Sunday morning organization and Scrap Buster. So I have that bag of random weights, this bag of, I think these are all 3 Caron Simply Soft, but I don't know that for sure. They all seem like the same weight. That's why I'm pretty confident that I can use this. And that's the other thing, is when you're doing a project like this, I'm just going to take this off because I'm done with it. When you're doing a project like this with a Scrap Buster or a Stash Buster, it's really important to get your yarn that you're using as close to the same weight as possible. So this is a 3. I know this is a 3 and this is a 3 cotton. So these 2 would look good together. These 2 are probably bulky. These are considered bulky. This is a 2. So when you're doing this, make sure that you know the weight of the yarn. If you're not sure of the weight of the yarn, get as close as you can. Like these 2 are close. So you wouldn't use this one and this one, for example. You want to make sure that the yarn weights match as close to same for same as possible. It might not be a perfect match, but that's fine. But you want to do like cotton, cotton, and this is a cotton blend. So this is cotton, cotton blend, cotton, cotton blend. So those would be okay together. You also want to make sure that you don't do like a stretchy yarn, one that has like spandex in with a cotton, because then that's going to change the tension of your project. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to lay flat. It's not going to give you the effect you want, and you'll be really disappointed. So having said that, this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to end it here. I am working on, like I said, that swatch that I did. I'm working on some ideas to use, and you might very well see me back making a scarf or a headband. I don't think there's enough for a scarf, but I could do a pretty young girl's headband or something out of this. So stay tuned. Barefoot Ginger signing off.